Bodhisattva himself understood this by experiencing all these things by himself, through himself. No one taught him this. That's what's very important here. The Bodhisattva practiced everything that he could ever do in trying to find true happiness. And when he realized for himself that that's not the path, then he changed the path and he resorted to another path. So by this time, the Bodhisattva realized that extreme luxury and extreme pain is not the way to find true happiness. So what did he realize after? He quickly remembered how when he was a baby, how he practiced the breathing meditation. Remember? He realized during the plowing festival how he practiced the Anapanasati, the breathing meditation, and how he concentrated his mind. So the Bodhisattva thought, all right, maybe that's the way that leads to true happiness. So what did he do after? Yes, he tried to practice the breathing meditation. But was he able to do so? No. He wasn't able to do so because his body was so weak. Remember, he didn't eat any food. He ate very little food. He ate a grain of rice a day. Because of that, his body was so weak that he couldn't practice the meditation. So the Bodhisattva thought, all right, then I must retake food. So he decided to start eating again. And so he went on the alms round to the nearby Senani village. Now, meritorious children, something interesting happened during this time. Remember how the 5 recluses came to help the Bodhisattva? Yes. The 5 recluses were helping the Bodhisattva because they thought by giving this much pain to the body, the Bodhisattva would definitely find the path to Nibbana. But when the Bodhisattva decided to take food again, the 5 recluses thought, oh, the Bodhisattva has given up his determination. They thought the Bodhisattva had given up his goal of attaining Buddhahood. Why? Because the 5 recluses thought the path leading to true happiness was giving pain to the body. So the 5 recluses decided to leave the Bodhisattva because they thought there's no point in attending to the Bodhisattva. He's never going to become a Buddha. So they decided to leave the Bodhisattva. Now the Bodhisattva was all alone in that forest near the Senani village. So the Bodhisattva, little by little, took food and his body started to become strong again. His beautiful appearance came back. Remember, the Bodhisattva was the most handsome person in this world. He had blue eyes, gold and smooth skin. So by taking food little by little, his beautiful appearance came back. Now the Bodhisattva, as a recluse Gautama, went to the Senani village for alms, and there was one house that he frequently visited. That was the house of the chief of the village. So one day, meritorious children, the Bodhisattva, recluse Gautama, was sitting under a banyan tree. Now this banyan tree was a special tree. Let's learn why. The chief of the village, Senani, had 10 daughters, and one of the daughters' name was called Sujata. What's the name? Sujata. So this lady Sujata, when she grew into her youth, went to this banyan tree and she made a wish. Why? Because she thought that this banyan tree had a god in it. And so she went and wished from that god, when I reach my youth, may I be able to marry a good husband that's of equal status. That's of equal status to me. And may I have a baby boy as my first child. What was her wish? Yes, she went to the banyan tree and she wished, may I be able to find a good husband and may I have a baby boy as my first child. So she promised to this tree god that if she gets her wish, that she'll fulfill her vow every year to this tree god. So by the end of the 6 years, meritorious children, Sujata's wish had come true. She had gotten married and she had a beautiful baby boy. Since she promised to fulfill her vow every year, Lady Sujata was preparing to make her offering to the tree god of the banyan tree. Now this offering was very special. She had prepared well in advance to do this offering. This offering that she was going to make was a bowl of milk rice. What was she making? A bowl of milk rice. Now in order to get the milk, she did an amazing thing. She got 1,000 cows to eat a very sweet leaf. And then she milked their milk and she fed that milk to half of those 1,000 cows. So that means she fed that sweet milk to 500 cows. Then she milked those 500 cows and she fed those milk again to 250 cows. So in this way, she took the milk by giving these cows sweet leaves to eat, and she decreased the amount of cows that she was feeding, and she took it down to 8 cows. Now remember, these cows are eating very sweet leaf. As a result, their milk was very sweet and very healthy. There was a lot of nourishments in it. And so Lady Sujata took that very concentrated milk that was very high quality. So she took that special milk from those 8 cows and she prepared her milk rice. Now this milk rice was very special. It had the best ingredients. And the smell of the milk rice was spreading all over her house. Now meanwhile, she got her servant. Her servant's name was Punna. She got her servant to go to that banyan tree, that special banyan tree, where she thought that tree god was living, and she asked the servant to clean the tree, clean around the tree so that she can make an offering afterwards. So now when Punna went to that banyan tree, guess what she saw? She saw a beautiful person, a radiant person, sitting under the banyan tree. That person was glowing. He was so bright and beautiful. It brightened the whole banyan tree. It was like golden rays gleaming from the person. Now, who do you think this person was? Yes, it was the Bodhisattva. It was Recluse Gautama who was sitting under that banyan tree. Now, Punna, the servant, didn't know who this was. So guess what she thought? She thought that Recluse Gautama was the tree god. What did she think? She thought that Recluse Gautama was the tree god, and she got so happy. She got so happy that she ran back towards Lady Sujata, and she said, "Oh, Lady Sujata, it's amazing. The tree god has come down to..." Yes, he has come down to the foot of the tree and he's sitting down. Now, when Lady Sujata heard this, she was so happy. She was so happy because she thought that she could make the offering right to the hands of the tree god. So Lady Sujata prepared the milk rice very carefully. It was a delicious milk rice with the best ingredients. So she prepared the milk rice and she put it in a beautiful, valuable bowl. It was so valuable. It was worth 100,000 golden coins. It was a very valuable golden bowl. So she put the milk rice in the bowl and she covered it with another bowl and she put a white cloth over top. Not only that, when she made the milk rice, she put decorations on the milk rice to make it look beautiful and very pleasing. So she covered the bowl with a white cloth and she took water to another can, a golden can, and along with her servant, she went to the tree god. Now when she went, she made sure that she was dressed beautifully. She put on beautiful clothes, she put on a lot of jewelry, and she made herself look very pretty because she wanted to look her best for the offering. So Lady Sujata, along with her servant Punna, went to the tree god. When she saw that there was a beautiful person sitting under the tree, Lady Sujata was so happy. She quickly went towards the tree and she kneeled down and she watched the tree god. When she got closer, she realized who it was. Why? Because remember, Recluse Gautama went to the chief's house for alms very frequently. So Lady Sujata recognized who it was. She realized that it wasn't the tree god, but she understood that it was Recluse Gautama. So she was very happy. So she offered the milk rice to the Bodhisattva, to Recluse Gautama. And she said, "Venerable Sir, just as my wish came true, may your wish become true." What did she say? She said, "Just as my wish came true, may your wish also come true." And then she offered the milk rice along with the water to Recluse Gautama. Recluse Gautama opened up his eyes, he looked at Sujata, and he happily accepted the offering. And he asked, "Sujata, what shall I do with this valuable bowl?" Because remember, it was a very valuable bowl. How much was it worth? Yes, it was worth 100,000 golden coins. So Recluse Gautama asked, "What shall I do with this bowl?" And so Lady Sujata said, "Venerable Sir, it's yours. I offered it to you. I don't want it. You can do whatever it is that you wish with it." So in this way, Lady Sujata offered the milk offering happily. She worshipped Venerable Gautama and she quickly went back. And again, after she was a bit far away, she kneeled down again, she worshipped Recluse Gautama, and she left back to her house. Now Recluse Gautama had the milk rice in his hands. He took the milk rice and he went to the nearby river. Now do you remember the name of the river that's nearby the Senani village? We talked about it in the last episode. What's the name of the river? Yes, it's the river Neranjara, isn't it? So Recluse Gautama went to the river and he bathed there. He bathed himself. He came to the shore, dried himself up, and he divided the milk rice into 49 portions. How many portions? 49 portions. Now you must remember this number well, because it's going to come up in our next episodes. We'll learn why it's important. So remember, Recluse Gautama divided the milk rice into 49 portions and he took the milk rice. he ate the milk rice. He ate the milk rice and washed his hand. He went back to River Neranjara, and something amazing happened there. He took the bowl and he put it in the water. What did he do? He took the bowl and put it in the water, and he made a determination. He determined, if I'm to attain Buddhahood today, then may this bowl float upwards, upstream. What did he think? What did he determine? He determined, if I am to attain Buddhahood today, then may this bowl float upstream. Now, meritorious children, usually a river flows downstream, right? When we put something, it flows down the river, not up. But because the Bodhisattva made a special determination, he thought to himself, he determined, if I'm going to attain Buddhahood, this bowl, this alms bowl will float upstream. But if otherwise, if I'm not going to attain Buddhahood, may it flow downstream, like it regularly would. Now, meritorious children, what do you think happened? Do you think the bowl floated upstream or downstream? Yes. Remember, this is the Bodhisattva. Without a doubt, a Bodhisattva attained Buddhahood. As a result, that bowl, that alms bowl, floated upstream. Now, what did it mean? It meant that the Bodhisattva would definitely become a Buddha. He would definitely attain Buddhahood. So this bowl went upstream for some time, and it got trapped to a whirlpool, and it sank down to the water. It sank down all the way down to the Naga world. Have you heard of the Naga world? Meritorious children, Nagas are a special type of snakes. They belong to the animal world, but Nagas have very special powers. That's why they're not called regular snakes, they're called Nagas. So they lived under the earth. So when this bowl floated down, it went all the way down to the Naga world, and it hit another bowl that was there in the Naga world. That bowl was of a previous Buddha. Now Nagas there thought, very recently, just the other day, another bowl of a Supreme Buddha floated down. Now again another bowl has appeared. Now it must mean that another Buddha is going to appear in this world. And the Nagas got very happy. And so afterwards, the Bodhisattva, Recluse Gautama, after knowing that he's going to attain Buddhahood, got very happy. And he spent his day in a beautiful forest with beautiful flowers. And little by little, when the day passed by, when the evening came by, he started to walk back to the forest. Now on the way, he met someone special. He met an old friend called Hermit Satya. What's his name? Hermit Satya. Now this Hermit Sothia was a grass bundle seller. He sold grass bundles. So when Hermit Satya met Recluse Gautama, he thought, oh, I haven't seen my old friend from a long time, so I must offer something to him. And all he had was grass bundles. So now what did he do? He offered 8 grass bundles to Recluse Gautama. He said, Venerable Sir, all I have to offer are these grass bundles. So please accept my offering. You can use these grass bundles to make a seat. So of course, Recluse Gautama accepted the grass bundles, and he went on his way deep into the forest. Now, meritorious children, on the day before, Recluse Gautama had a dream. And in that dream, he realized that today, without a doubt, he's going to attain Nibbana. So in his heart, Recluse Gautama knew that without a doubt, he's going to become a Buddha. Now there were two signs. What's the first one? The first one was that the alms ball went upstream. And what did it mean? It meant that Recluse Gautama would attain Buddhahood. That's the first sign. What's the second sign? Yeah, the second sign was the dream that he had the previous night that let him know that he's going to become a Buddha. So Recluse Gautama went into the forest and looked for a beautiful tree. He looked for a good place for him to sit and start meditating. And he saw a beautiful Bo tree. What did he see? He saw a beautiful Bodhi tree with beautiful branches spreading all over. It was a huge, beautiful tree. And he decided that that's the place that he's going to start meditating. So, meritorious children, today we learned about how Recluse Gautama decided that Anapanasati meditation, that is breathing meditation, is the path that's going to lead him to finding true happiness. And we talked about how he decided to take food again and re-strengthen his body so that he could meditate again. And then we talked about Lady Sujata's milk offering, didn't we? And we talked about the amazing determination that Recluse Gautama did near river Neranjara, and how he knew without a doubt that he's going to attain Buddhahood. And we talked about how he went and found the right place, the best place for him to sit under and start meditating, how he found the Bodhi tree. So in the next episode, we'll learn about how the Bodhisattva attained Buddhahood, what he went through, all the obstacles he had to go through in attaining Buddhahood. So until then, try to remember what we learned today, and we'll continue to learn about the journey of our great teacher, the Supreme Buddha, through the next episode. So until then, I bless you. May you be well, may you be peaceful, and may you have the opportunity to realize the Supreme Buddha's Dhamma in this Gautham Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.